Welcome, lovers. I don't know what I'm doing, but you probably already knew that. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt and the same necklace as last time because I'm recording this pretty soon after the last one. I just put my hair up because it was getting in my face. So, hi. So, I'm going to talk about some pretty simple, it seems like common sense etiquette when it comes to delivery workers. Hi, how you doing? I used to do that. And I bring this up because it's happened a couple times, so I feel like I should talk about it. So a lot of times, any company or restaurant or store that has a delivery system will have a text notification system. Sometimes it's automated, but a lot of the times it's not. It's the person who is physically driving your stuff to you being like, hey, I have your stuff. I'm on my way to you. Like that kind of a thing. And there's some, as I said a minute ago, basic etiquette that goes with that kind of situation, which I'm gonna expand upon now. So for the drivers, we have obvious basic etiquette that we follow. If we're given the number of somebody we're delivering to, we write up a text. Sometimes we'll have a pre-written one so it goes faster while we're on our way, because obviously we can't text while driving, so we have to send it right before we start driving. And it's usually something along the lines of this. Hi, I'm your this and this driver. I have your this and that. I'm on my way to you now. I'll let you know when I pull up, or something like that. Or if they have specific information like text me when you get here, or don't use the doorbell or something like that, you can add that into there. Be like, I saw this message, noted, like that kind of a thing. We'll do that, and then we'll head off. We get there, we get out, we take your stuff to you. It's like, thank you for working with us, blah, blah, blah. And then we go back and head off to the next thing. Some people will immediately delete the number. They'll take their text message, delete it, the number's gone off their phone, so that they don't maintain personal information of customers. People like me like to do it a different way. We'll go through our day, we'll finish all of what we have to do, we'll go home, and then we'll open up our phone, hit like select multiple, and select every number that goes with a customer and delete all of them at once, so we don't have to worry about repetitively deleting throughout the day. And then the information of the customers, the personal information, is no longer available to us. That makes sense, right? Yeah. So you would think that as a customer, it would make sense to do the same thing, right? Because most people who do that kind of job and have to directly message, we use our own personal cell phones to message them. It's our personal information. You see where I'm going? So it would make sense for a customer to get these notifications, then after everything is done, they have their stuff, they don't have any complaints or anything, that they would delete the messages and the number, right? Apparently not. I only worked in delivery for 6-7 months, and this happened to me at least 3 times. I can't imagine how much it happens to people who like do it for longer. But I have, in the middle of a work day or a day off, or recently, since I don't even work there anymore, I will get a message from a customer who didn't delete my information. The first time it happened, I was really, really confused. They were like, hey, do you have any codes for me? And I was like, I'm sorry, who is this? Because I don't have their information anymore. And they're just like, oh, do you work for this food delivery company? And I was like, yes. And they're like, yeah, I wanted to know if you have any coupon codes I could use. And I was baffled. Like, first of all, the drivers don't have information like that. The people who decide who does and doesn't get coupon codes is way above my head. Second of all, you just messaged my personal phone. You messaged a stranger when they're not even working about something relative to their job when you should have not had that information. Can you imagine, just for a second, not working, being at home, relaxing, and all of a sudden you get a text from a number you don't recognize, someone that should not have your personal information. You don't know who it is, or what they want, or what's going on, and they just ask you for something, like you owe them something. You get how that's, like, not okay? And, like, I reacted as calmly as I could once I realized what was going on, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't get that kind of information, I can't help you. But I didn't know how to tell them that you can't just do that. 'Cause, like, how does it not occur to you that I don't know who you are? That I may not even be working. I wasn't working. It seems like it should be common sense. It happened again another time while I was working, and it confused me. I was like, oh, is this somebody I've messaged today? And if it is, are they not happy with their food? I had so many questions, and it ended up, I had to park to figure out what was going on, which, you know, made me go slower in my workday, because I don't delete those messages till the end of the day, because I get busy. And, like, in what world is it appropriate to ask someone who obviously doesn't have control over something like that about coupon codes or getting a discount or this or that? It's like they assume if they're friendly to you that you owe them something, which isn't the case anyway, even if I did have control over stuff like that. And it's not like I get a discount. I don't get a discount. I don't get a discount for friends and family either. So why, you know? And then I think it was a solid month after I stopped working there, I randomly got another message from another customer that was just like, hey, I don't even remember what it was, but it was in relevance to my delivery job. And I was just like, I'm sorry, do I know you? And they're like, oh, you delivered to me at this time, and I was wondering this and this and this. And I was like, I actually don't work for that company anymore, and this is my personal phone number. I was trying to be nice, but I was also trying to be like, you can't fucking do that. Nobody wants their personal information in the hands of somebody they don't know. Like, granted, there's some information that's always going to be in the hands of people you don't know, because that's just kind of how government works, at least in the United States. But it's one thing to know that, like, telemarketers are going to call you randomly, and something completely different when somebody is, like, texting you and acting like they know you, like you owe them something, and they're not someone you actually know. Like, not only is it kind of creepy and extremely inappropriate, but the only thing you're accomplishing is making me uncomfortable. So just for future reference, for anyone who might think of doing something like that, don't. You're wasting your time, you're wasting their time, and you're making them feel uncomfortable and probably unsafe. So please, for everyone's sake, don't. Just don't. Anyways, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you liked it, but if you didn't, that's perfectly okay and perfectly understandable, but hopefully I'll see you in the next video anyway. So until then, I hope your day is just as lovely as you are, unless you're a creep. Not creeps. Bye! See, I would do a cheesy pickup line, but I feel like because of the topic of this video, that would just be real weird.